Good morning. This is Al Espinor of Century 21 Select Real Estate in Stockton, California, bringing you today's market update for September 18, 2024. Yes, we are already heading into fall, and leaves are starting to turn brown. Weather's starting to cool down right now, so it's a great time of the year. Let's jump into what's going on right now in Stockton, California. So this is courtesy of Old Republic Title and the Altos Research. This is a market snapshot for Stockton, California. As you can see right now, looking at the meter, it is slightly a seller's advantage. If you notice from a month ago, the meter was kind of halfway. Now it's kind of teetering towards buyer's side. Now, with that being said, the median list price in Stockton is $499,000. Median price of new listings about $489.5. Average dollar per square foot on listings $292. Average days on the market 65. Median days on the market 42 days. Prices have decreased about 39%. Price increases only 5%. Relisted properties coming back on the market about 8%. Inventory slightly up 483. Median rent in Stockton is about $2,450. And then, of course, again, market action based on the meter, slight seller's advantage. Now, we know that right now there's a lot of things going on. The Fed just announced a rate cut, almost a half point. But I just want to caution before everybody kind of jumps on like, wow, the rates are going to come down really quick. This federal rate cut, just to be clear, affects consumer loans, most of all consumer loans. So we're talking about credit cards. We're talking about auto loans, student loans, home lines of credit, equity lines, as we call them. Those are the rates that you're going to see in the next couple of weeks, months, being determined by these changes that we see going on right now. And just to kind of highlight it, this is a little graph. So again, September 17th, rates go down as Fed's prepared to cut mortgage rates. Now, the one thing that I want to point out is mortgage rates are not determined likely by the Fed. They are determined by the bond market. Clearly, the 10-year Treasury note, the bond market is what, independently from the market, can create or cause rates to go up or down and fluctuate. So right now, I just wanted to point this out. Now, if you take a look at it, this is information on where a 30-year fixed rate was last week. 6.39, today 6.34. So we are seeing movements. If I pointed out, the FHA last week was about 5.50 to 6% for first-time home buyers. So that is interesting to note. I just wanted to just point that out so that, we will see rates come down, but necessarily it's not going to happen today, tomorrow. It will happen over time, but we are seeing movement, which is really positive. And again, I want to share, for those of you that know or don't know, this is from investing.com, United States 10-year bond yield. So as you can see right now, the yield on the 10-year Treasury bond on the note is plus 1.64. Now, interesting to note, if you've listened to a lot of financial experts and economists talking about right now, actually investors are moving from the 10-year and they're going to the 20 or 30 year, and for good reason. There's actually more opportunity to make a yield, make a positive a gain on their investments. So again, this is what normally ties in the mortgage interest rates is the bond market, independent from the Fed. So I just wanted to share that info with you so that you kind of have an idea of what's going on. Let's going back to what's going on with the actual solds. And this is from Trend Graphics, courtesy of MetroList. So again, if we look at the month of August 2024, notice the light green curve. Inventory increased over the period of summer, spring. And as you can see, the solds. Now let's look at the actual numbers here. So for sales went up from last year, 65.2%, from August through July. In 1 month time, inventory increased 17.3%. Now look at the solds. So solds increased about 10.1% from July to August. And then if you look at from a same quarter a year ago, it's up about 2.1%. So again, this is kind of like where we're heading. Again, it's kind of like I want to think of it as the calm before the storm. And I say this because, again, if mortgage rates continue the trajectory to go down as they do, we know that demand increases, which again causes home prices to go up. So right now, if you're on the fence about buying a home, I would say to you, give it some serious consideration as long as you can afford the mortgage payment and you're comfortable, because there are opportunities right now for buyers to be able to negotiate with sellers, being that, things are kind of quiet right now at the moment. I mean, there is activity, but when you start to get into a scenario where the rates go down and you have competition, well, then guess what? As a buyer, you're not going to have that much leverage. So again, I just wanted to point that out to you. The other thing too is if you look at average price per sale sold. So basically right now, active price is down minus 5.5% from a year ago. And the average sold price from last year is actually up 3%. So again, months of inventory, and I always like to pay attention to this number. For the month of August, we increased to 2.4%. Remember, a healthy market is 6 months of inventory. So again, this is not a whole lot of inventory, even though people say, oh, wow, these houses are coming on the market. Yes, they are, but it's still a slow motion. So again, I wanted to share this with you. If you have any questions or, you want some information about selling your home or purchasing, feel free to reach out to me, Al Espinor, your trusted real estate advisor with Century 21 Select Real Estate. Wishing everybody a fantastic Wednesday. Take care.